Morning, Shell.
Morning.
Morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Who have we got? Hey, Leeds.
Hey,
Hey,
girl.
Shell. Can you press pause on the recording, Shell? Can you make yours the full video?
I mean, it's full on mine, but it's those little boxes in the corner.
Oh, okay. Is it full on yours, is it? Okay.
What about now?
I've still just got it as...
Can you see everybody else?
Oh, I have to pin your video. Okay. Not used to being on this end. Okay, that's cool. Yep. And you're recording. Enjoy your class.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Going to someone I can still hear. Okay. Awesome. So we are going to do a really grounding class this morning. So that we can really connect into the earth at this time and really feel like there is this essence of being provided for and supported for, even as we still navigate our way through this very strange time. So come on over into a child's pose to begin, making sure that you have your props. If you have props, 2 blocks or even 2 books, making sure that the blocks are on either side of your mat. And then big toes touching, knees nice and wide. Allow the forehead to rest down onto the earth. You'll become aware of the parts of your body that are physically connected to the mat. The tops of the feet and the shin bones. And as the elbows lift up and away from the earth, keep the forearms grounding and that beautiful suction of your palms down into the mat, separating the fingers nice and wide. Allow yourself to notice the parts of you that are already being supported and held. Another 3 breaths, really plugging into your Ujjayi breath now. Creating that beautiful oceanic sound. Exaggerating and lengthening the exhale. One more breath. Inhale all fours, hands and knees, tabletop position. And let your awareness stay settled in the palms, the tops of the feet and the shins. So that as you begin to move through your cat and cow, by dropping the belly, rolling the shoulders back, looking up towards the sky, you feel that connection of those parts of your body to the earth. And as you exhale, they ground down further as you arch through the spine into cat. Inhale. Keep the connection of palms to earth, cow. Exhale, ground into the shins and the top of the feet, cat. Keep going. Anchoring down on the breath out. Two more rounds. Neutral spine, tabletop position, and tuck the toes. Move the palms forward a couple of inches. And keep the connection of thumb and index to the floor. And as you begin to hover the knees off the earth, just a couple of inches, keep the navel hugging in towards the spine. Keep pushing down into the palms, downward facing dog. And then as you arrive in your downward facing dog, you use the next couple of breaths to re-establish your connection. And not only do you allow your breath to provide you with all the magic that you need to sustain your whole practice this morning. Keep letting your foundation, so your feet and the hands, become an essential basis of strength. So spreading the toes nice and wide. And the heels line up with the second toes. And as you keep firming down into the palms, the forearms lift away from your own mat. And taking one more breath. And bring the feet together to touch at the back of the mat. The right leg floats to the sky, three-legged dog. Keep the left heel grounding down, outer left hip draws back. And step the right foot forward between the hands into a lunge. Right foot stuck right underneath the knee. You can have fingertips to floor, or you can use a block on the inside of the right foot. Now keep the hips drawing in towards the center line of the body, so you keep neutral through the pelvis. The right arm comes to the sky. You're in a lunge twist. And now keep driving the left heel away towards the back edge of your mat. So there's this lifting of the left thigh bone. And take one more full breath. Release the right hand down to the floor. You can grab your second block or book. Straighten both legs, extended pyramid. Okay, I'm ready to take my socks off. Doesn't take long to get warm. Okay, so both legs are long and straight. You're lifting onto the ball of the back heel. And as you keep those inner seams of your legs drawing together, the outer shell of the right hip draws back. And there's that nice neutral pelvis. Keep grounding down into the feet. Feel the earth's energy draw up the legs. The quads engage, kneecaps lift. Take one more breath. Remove your blocks to the side. Push the palms into the earth, downward facing dog. Left leg, three-legged dog. Now as you extend the leg up into the sky, you keep firming the palms into the earth. So you get long from the crown of the head all the way to the left heel. Raise onto the right foot, draw the left knee forward, and step between your hands. And let the left sit bone sink down towards the earth, long runner's lunge. You can have a block on the inside of the left foot. Keeping the hips square and neutral. So imagine that there's two hands on the outer edges of your hips and they're hugging the outer hips in towards the center. Really firm. And now roll the left lung away from the earth. Lunge twist. And you can keep dropping the left hip, but drive the right heel away so that the right thigh bone firms. And keep the front knee tracking over towards the second toe. One more full breath. And release the left hand down. I'm going to grab my second block. Extended pyramid. Straighten both legs. I always like to step the back foot up an inch or so. And the back heel is lifted up off the floor. And then as you push down into the front heel and your front big toe, it'll activate the left glute, the left hip. And that's when you keep drawing the left hip in towards the inner seam of the right leg. Soft bend in the elbows to bow. 2 more breaths. You can leave your books or your blocks there if you have them. Downward facing dog. Push the palms. Feel the support for you to float the left leg back. And you can move the blocks to the side. Rising back in downward facing dog. And then before the mind starts to wander, you take a moment to reestablish, noticing the feet, spreading the toes, the outer edges of the ankles firm in, heels in line with the second toes. Now as you roll forward through the spine, high plank. Just look underneath the body, making sure that the heels are stuck right on top of the toes. So as the heels drive away, thigh bones firm up towards the sky, and the two frontal hip bones lift to the lower ribs. And as you push down into the palms, the navel draws back in towards your spine. Take a full breath in. Lower the knees to the floor. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Slide the palms back right underneath the elbows. Tops of the feet plug down. Cobra. Inhale, lift the chest, tailbone to heels, firm the thighs. Downward facing dog. Keep active in the legs. Squeeze the legs as you push back up. Hips high. Right leg, three-legged dog. Palms stay connected to the earth and the forearms lift up and away from the mat. So there's length from fingertips to right toes. Lift the left heel, step the right foot forward. So the right knee is stacked right on top of the right ankle and spin the back heel down. So you have front heel to back arch alignment. And then the left arm will reach forward and windmill you up and around into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. And you can take a couple of little pulses through the front leg just to settle you. And I want you to feel the toes spread so that the four corners of your feet draw down into the earth. And that energy of anchoring down into the feet allows you to drop that right thigh bone a little bit closer towards the earth. And you firm the back leg. 2 more breaths. Push into the feet, inhale, straighten the front leg, reverse. And we let the fingertips of the left hand rest gently on the leg, and you keep pushing the left leg into the fingertips so this back leg remains nice and strong. Extended side angle. So then back into the right leg. You don't have blocks or props, you can modify with the right elbow resting gently on the leg. And the left arm reaches up and over. And if you do have blocks, you know that I like the block on the outside edge of the right foot. And as you firm, I want you to notice here when you firm the outer seam of the right leg into the right arm, it pulls the right sit bone back underneath the body. So there's space through the lower back. The pelvis remains neutral. And then you can keep anchoring into the feet, and while your base is strong, you can have space now to open your heart to the sky. You're doing amazing. Take one more breath. Okay, release the right arm down. Lift the back heel. Pyramid, traditional pyramid. Step the back foot up a couple of inches. So the back foot is completely grounding down to the earth. Toes lining up with the top left corner of your mat. Get that heel of the left foot really anchoring down. You can have blocks. Okay. So draw the outer seam of the right hip back, lift the front of the left hip, and firm the left thigh bone. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften the elbows to bow. And keep anchoring down into your right big toe. And to create this opening and external rotation through the outer right hip, the inner right thigh keeps rolling up towards the sky. You have one more breath. Push down into the back heel, firm the left thigh bone. Move your blocks to the edges of your mat. Lift the back heel, step it back an inch, downward facing dog. Hello, right hip. Okay. Find the connection to your palms. Spread the fingers. Inhale, high plank. Roll forward. Readjust the left hand into the center of the mat so the left palm is right underneath the left shoulder. Vashisthasana side plank. So there's two options here. Your heels spin to the left. Firm the legs first, and then take the right arm to the sky. Modified version, left knee drops all the way down to the earth, so the knee is stacked under the hip. And now if you're in the modified version, the back heel is glued to the earth, and now push down into the left palm, and everybody reach up through the right hand. Take one more full breath in. Navel to spine, right hand to the floor. Everybody drop both knees onto the earth. Ooh. Snap, crackle, and pop. Melting heart. Let your hips stay high, stacked on top of the knees. Arms wide. Forehead down onto the earth or a prop if the forehead doesn't connect to your mat. So let your heart drop down towards the earth as a gesture of surrendering and handing anything over that isn't serving you. And you're really allowing yourself to be supported for. Take one more breath. Press firmly into the palms. Inhale, come up. Tabletop. Just actually take the palms a little bit further forward. Downward facing dog. Now we'll do the other side. The left leg. As it extends up to the sky, let your awareness stay in your palms. Lengthening. Right heel lifts. Step the left foot forward. And spin the back heel down. Now keep the left sit bone sinking low. Move firm into the right foot. Readjust it if you need so the outer blade of the right foot stays connected to the earth. Windmill the arms round. Warrior two. Keeping the toes soft. The inner seam of the left hip rolls up towards the sky. Let yourself be supported. Let the left thigh bone sink an inch deeper down to your own mat. 2 more breaths. Flip the front palm, straighten the leg, reverse. Keep pushing into the feet, activating the quads so the kneecaps lift. Extended side angle. You can readjust the back foot if you need. Bend into the left knee. Modified version if you have no props. Or block, outer edge of the left foot. And then just notice here how this sit bone, left sit bone, when you firm the leg and the arm into each other, pulls the left sit bone back under. And push down into the outer blade of the right foot. Keep reaching through the right fingertips. Lift the front of the right hip bone up towards the lower ribs. Take 2 more breaths. Right arm circles down. Lift the back heel. Step the back foot up, pyramid. So a generous step so that you can ground both feet equally into the earth. I like to use my blocks here. Outer left hip draws back, pelvis neutral. And now push into the feet, find some length through the spine. Soft bend in the elbows to bow forward. Push into the right heel, firm the right thigh bone back. 3 more breaths. Okay, inhale, lengthen. So you can keep the blocks. underneath the palms. Lift the back heel, step the foot back. Now as you push down, flex the toes, don't rush. Lift the left heel up off the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Blocks to the side. Inhale, high plank. Shift the weight forward. Like a ripple effect from the ankles, the tailbone, the heart and the crown of the head. Now drawing into one straight line. Do this and break this down so that you're moving with control. The right palm moves to the center of the mat. You can come onto the fingertips of the left hand. The heels spin over to the right. Firm the legs together. Right palm and left fingertips still connected to the earth. And as you push down into the right palm, lift the hips and now start to take the left arm higher. Vashisthasana, remembering modified version, dropping the right knee down so it's right underneath the hip. You have 3. And I want you to keep rolling the right lung towards the sky. So we're opening up the front body for 2. Push down into the right palm, lift through the left fingertips. Core in, left palm to the earth. Knees to the floor. Second round, melting heart. You can take the arms wider, especially if you're tighter through the shoulders. One more breath. Down into the palms. Walk the palms back. Tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Okay, right leg, 3-legged dog. Keep your awareness in your hands, forearms lift up and away from the earth. And draw the right foot forward. And spin the back heel down. So you have heel to back arch alignment. And then you'll take a prop if you have a prop. Then you'll place it on the outside edge of the right foot on the highest setting. So the edge of the block is in line with the heel. Okay, windmill round, warrior 2. Spread the toes, feel the connection of your feet, firm through the legs. Then straighten the right leg, reverse. Trikonasana. So I want you to keep sending the left hip back. Draw the right sit bone underneath the body towards the inner left groin so you're not sticking the bottom out. And then the right arm will come down onto the block. So the palm is stacked right underneath the shoulder. And the left arm keeps extending up into the sky. So as you push down into your back foot, the left thigh bone firms and the front of the left hip It draws up towards the lower ribs. The inner right thigh keeps rolling up towards the sky. So you get this external rotation through the right hip. And as you plug down into the right heel and the right big toe, this awakens the right hip. 2 more breaths. As you push into the feet, feel the earth energy draw up the legs. Look down towards your right big toe. You're going to take hold of your prop, left hand to the left hip. Bend into the right knee. Take the right hand forward. Block is on the earth. Push into the right foot. Glide onto the back left big toe. And now your torso is going to be facing down towards the earth. I want you to start to roll the left lung up and away from the earth at the same time as you start to float the left for your half moon. Whoop. So pushing down into the right foot, squeezing into the right glute. And as you ground down into the right foot, at the same time, you're pushing the left foot away into an imaginary wall. So the foot is flexed, this left leg is strong. The left hand can stay on the left hip. You keep drawing the heart space up towards the sky. If you feel balance, you can extend the left arm for 3. Can you ground down to lift the left leg a little bit higher for 2? Take 1 more full breath in. Soft bend in the right knee, 2 feet to the floor. Halfway lift, inhale. Left foot steps back, big lunge. Just keep sliding the left foot back so you drop the back knee down. Half Hanuman. Straighten the front leg. Draw the palms back so they're underneath the shoulders. Now, as you keep driving the right heel towards the front edge of your mat, the outer right hip draws back. So there's length through the right leg. Right thigh bone firms down. Squeeze into the right quad. Kneecap draws up towards the right hip socket. Two more breaths. Soft bend in the elbows. So there's a bowing forward. Okay, bending back into the front knee. Lift the back heel, high plank. Take a full breath in. Drive the heels away. Lift the thigh bones. Lower all the way down to your belly, slowly. Tops of the feet ground down onto the floor. You're going to reach the arms behind you, palms facing down. Inhale, Shavasana. Lift and float the legs and the chest up off the earth. Now squeeze the legs, the inner seams draw together, and then the inner thighs roll to the sky. Let the toes track back as the crown of the head floats forward. Take one more breath in and release down to the earth, breath out. child's pose. Push back. Find your breath if you feel like you've lost that connection. Okay, take one more breath here. Inhale, hands and knees, tabletop position. Downward facing dog. Left leg, three-legged. Awareness in the arms. So your three-legged dog is a full body experience. Lift onto the right heel and step the left foot forward. Prop if you have one on the highest setting. The edge of the block is lining up with the heel. Spin the back foot down. Front heel to back arch alignment. Virabhadrasana 2. Soft toes anchor into the feet. And straighten the front leg. Lock. Okay. I like to just reshuffle the back foot in an inch or so that I can really get this solid foundation through back leg. Toes soft, anchor into the outer edge. The hips move back towards the back edge of your mat. Notice how the left butt cheek tends to stick out. As the left hand comes onto the block or the book or even onto the outside edge of the shin, you keep using it as a guide to draw the left hip underneath the body. And as it draws under, you'll feel automatically how the front of the right hip lifts up. Allow the left lung to roll underneath the body. Take 2 more breaths. Look to your left big toe, bring your right hand to the hip. Soft bend into the left knee. Move the left hand forward. Push into the left foot. You need your core, so the belly button draws in. And you glide onto the right big toe. And now as you start to float the right leg up into space, you keep anchoring into the left big toe and the left lung now moves underneath the body. Squeeze into the left quad. Drive the heels away from each other. Half moon. Let yourself be provided for here as the earth energy moves up the left leg, creating a solid foundation for you to stay for 2 more breaths. And soft bend into the left knee. 2 feet to the floor, forward fold. Well done. Halfway. Right foot steps all the way back. Drop it down to the floor. Keep the back toes tucked. Just lift the back knee up again and slide it back another couple of inches. Inhale, lengthen, lift the heart. Exhale, half Hanuman. Keeping this left leg, the extended leg, really strong and active. Soften the elbows to bow forward. Keep drawing the outer seam of the left hip back. Pushing the left ball of foot away towards the front edge of your mat. 2 more breaths. Bend into the left knee to release. Tuck the back toes, lift the back leg. Plank. Left foot meets the right foot. Bend the elbows. Chaturanga. Cobra. Upward facing dog. Squeeze the legs, tops of the feet anchored down. Downward dog. Lift the heels high. Look forward, soft bend in the knees, bum stays high. You step or walk your feet to the top, bend the knees. Sit back onto your bottom. Lying all the way down onto your back. Take a block or a book if you have a prop. Bridge. So have your block. Place it between the thighs. Stay active in the legs. Be hip width distance apart. Spread the toes. Let the feet become your solid base. Take 1 round of breath. Exhale, push into the earth, squeeze the block. Inhale, lift the hips, 1 vertebrae at a time. And interlacing the hands behind the back. Allow the tailbone to draw under the body towards the knees. Keep soft in the toes. Drive into the heels to lift the hips. One more breath. Squeeze the block with the hips. Then keep squeezing the blocks or block as you lower very slowly back down to the floor. Take the block away. Feet to the edges of the mat, knees knock in. Okay, so shoulder stand or Viparita Karate. The block. And if you're at home and you have a wall space, you can always do legs up the wall as well. If you're at home, we're all at home, aren't we? Okay, so lift the bum, Viparita Karani, block on the flat short side underneath the tailbone. Extending the legs into the sky. That's a little bit gentler. You're wanting a little bit more this morning. As long as you're moving beyond your own limits and boundaries. We'll come into shoulder stand.
No. I've got water in it.
And really allow yourself to breathe into the back body, especially the back of the heart. Part of you that is physically still connected to the earth, allowing yourself to be in this essence of being provided for and receiving. Three more breaths. Bend the knees. Feet back onto the floor. If you're in shoulder stand, we'll take a plow. We'll take a plow. If you're not taking a plow, you can stay in Viparita Karani. Supporting the lower back, letting the feet fall over towards the crown of the head. It's okay if the feet don't touch the floor. Just keep supporting the lower back. Slight tuck of the chin towards the chest. Two breaths. And slowly starting to roll down through the spine. Legs zip up. Push out through the balls of the feet. Navel drawing in. Lowering the legs all the way down onto the floor. And just take a moment lying on your back. Hugging the knees in towards the chest. Move your bottom to the right side of the mat. Straighten the left leg. Supine twist. Inhale. And draw the knee across to the left side of the room. And keeping the right shoulder blade connected to the earth. One more breath. Come back to center. Changing sides. Draw the left knee in, move your bottom to the left side first. Supine twist. Two more breaths. And come back to center. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Finding your way into Shavasana. You need to put socks on, blanket. Even though you're at home, it's quite easily to let yourself be distracted. To really give yourself permission to be in this space. This is really where you let yourself now receive and be supported by the magic and the benefits of the practice. slowly start to move fingers and toes. Gentle stretch, arms overhead. And roll to the right side. And come all the way up. Bring the palms together to touch in front of the heart. Just allow yourself to bathe for a couple of breaths. And what the practice provides for you. Namaste. Thank you for practicing. Thank you for joining me. I know that it's getting darker and a little bit chillier in the mornings. Always a pleasure. See you soon. Bye.
Thanks, Shell.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.